Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 24, entitled Worshipping Govardhana Hill, verse number 2. Please repeat. Tad abhijna api Bhagavan sarvatma sarvadarshanaha prashrayavanataha aprachat vriddhan nandapurah gaman. Tad abhijñopi Bhagavan sarvatma sarvadarshanaha prashrayavanato prachat vriddhananda purogaman. Tad abhijñopi Bhagavan sarvatma sarvadarshanaha prashrayavanato prachat vriddhananda purogaman. Tad abhijñopi Bhagavan sarvatma sarvadarshanaha prashrayavanato prachat vriddhananda purogaman. Tad sarvatma sarvadarshanaha prashrayavanato prachat Matajis. Tad abhijñaha, being in full knowledge about it. Api, although. Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. Sarvatma, the Super Soul within everyone's heart. Sarvadarshanaha, the omniscient personality of Godhead. Prashrayavanataha, bowing down humbly. Aprachat, he inquired. Vriddhan, from the elders. Nandapurah Gaman, headed by Maharaja Nanda. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: being the omniscient Super Soul, the Supreme Lord Krishna already understood the situation, yet he still humbly inquired from the elders, headed by his father Nanda Maharaja. Purport. Lord Krishna was eager to enact his pastime of lifting Govardhana hill and defeating the false pride of Indra, and thus he cleverly inquired from his father about the imminent sacrifice. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminati Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tad abhijñopi Bhagavan Sarvatma Sarvadarshanah Prashrayavanato Prachad Briddhan Nanda Purogaman. Translation. Being the omniscient super soul, the Supreme Lord Krishna already understood the situation, yet he still humbly inquired from the elders, headed by his father Nanda Maharaja. Hare Krishna. So, we are almost in the beginning of the chapter, the second verse. So in the first verse, we can see there is a small hint given what is the pastime is going to happen here. So there it is mentioned, Baladeva and Lord Krishna happened to see the cowherd men busily arranging for a sacrifice to Indra. So here in this chapter, worshipping Govardhana hill, we learn many lessons. So like how Vrajavasis, they took shelter of Krishna completely, they completely surrendered to Krishna, and Indra's false pride, like that. So here in this verse, in the translation it is mentioned, being the omniscient super soul, the Supreme Lord Krishna already understood the situation. So we know Krishna is Sarvajna. He knows everything. He is omniscient. So in Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani maham tu vedana kasyana. So it is said, Vedaham samatitani. Veda means knowledge. Vedaham samatitani. Whatever happened in the past, I know everything. And Vartamani means in present, whatever is happening. And Bhavishyani cha bhutani. Whatever will happen in the future, everything he knows. So Krishna's past, present and future, it is not like our past and present future. Our past means last week, last month, whatever we did, we may not even remember. But Krishna's past, present and future, it's not Bhavishyani cha bhutani. He knows every single living entities. He knows every single living entities, past, present and future. So how many lifetimes we have taken before, and how many lifetimes we will take more. And now what is our state, when we will come back, everything we know, he knows. So he knows everything. He is omniscient, but still he inquires from Nanda Maharaja humbly. It is mentioned, he still humbly inquired from the elders. So why we have to understand? Because Krishna's pastimes are meant to purify our consciousness. In Bhagavatam it is mentioned, Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hridyantasto Hyabhadrani Vidunoti Shurtatam. So by hearing these pastimes, by understanding these pastimes are meant to purify our consciousness. So there is a philosophy behind every pastime. There is a lesson. So in the purport it is mentioned that Lord Krishna was eager to enact his pastime of lifting Govardhana hill and defeating the false pride of Indra. So it is not only Indra, it's all conditioned souls. So Indra, he is also a devotee of Krishna. He is not an ordinary conditioned soul like us. He is a demigod, and he has a very responsible role. He is a king of heaven. But he is a devotee of Lord, but he is not pure devotee of Lord. He has still material desires. We can say he is a great devotee of Lord, but not pure devotee of Lord. There is a difference between great devotee and pure devotee. Great devotees, sometimes they may fall, but pure devotees will not fall. So here, Indra is a devotee, and even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions that among the demigods, I am Indra. So, he gets pride sometimes. So, Krishna corrects him lovingly like a father. So, here Krishna performs his pastime to humiliate Indra and to teach lessons to the conditioned souls. So, that is the purpose of Krishna's appearance and Krishna's pastimes. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So, to establish dharma and to annihilate miscreants. So here, to annihilate miscreants in the sense, it is not to annihilate Indra. It is to defeat the false pride of Indra, as it is mentioned in the purport. So in this pastime, he is defeating the false pride of Indra, and by showing this pastime, Krishna is trying to reclaim the fallen souls, conditioned souls. So that is the purpose of all the pastimes. So, for example, we see when we go out, we see many billboards advertising. So buy this phone, buy this car, and they show nice picture of this phone to make us buy. They're showing advertisement. So now Krishna appeared in this material world, and he is enacting this pastime to reclaim the fallen souls. He is advertising. So when we understand and when we surrender to Krishna, when we go back to Krishna, so then we'll be happy in the association of Krishna. So he is showing us this pastime to reclaim the fallen souls. So here, Krishna is humiliating Indra. He is defeating the false pride of Indra. So this is the very important aspect in bhakti. Humility. We have to be humble. We can say this is the crust jewel of bhakti. The humility is very important quality. Amanitvam adambitvam. So this is a very first quality we should have when we practice bhakti. So in Bhagavatam it is mentioned that tattenu kampam susamikshamano bhunjana yevatma kritam vipakam hridvak vapurbhir vidadan namaste jiveta yo muktipade sadaya bhak. So how to remain humble, how to develop this quality, you have to understand from Bhagavatam. So it is said in Bhagavatam that a devotee sees every suffering as a result of his own past deeds and accepts it as the Lord's mercy. So when we engage in the service of the Lord, we experience discomfort and we experience suffering sometimes. So that we have to take it as Lord's mercy for our purification. So that is actual humility. So here it is said, anukampam. Anukampa means compassion. A devotee is eagerly waiting for the mercy of the Lord and suffering all the misdeeds, what he did in the past. And he is offering his heart, body, words in the service of the Lord. And he is the one eligible to walk on the path of liberation, Mukti Pade. And one important word in this verse is Daya Bhag. So he is the rightful heir. Heir in the sense eligible to inherit the lotus feet of the Lord. So that tolerance we have to develop. So that tolerance of all this suffering, discomfort, and moving forward in bhakti, that is actual humility. So Prabhupada said that if we can live this verse, then we can inherit the lotus feet of the Lord. So to live this verse, it is not that I heard that we have to tolerate, and then it is not some mental adjustment. So now I'm not tolerating, so I heard that I have to tolerate, so I will tolerate now. So it is not mental adjustment. We cannot imitate this. So to live this verse, we need spiritual strength. Just by hearing some adjustment, we cannot live this verse. And how we will get spiritual strength? By chanting the holy name of the Lord, by associating with devotees, then we will get the spiritual strength. By chanting the holy name regularly, without offenses, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then we will get the spiritual strength. With the spiritual strength only we can live this verse. We can tolerate all these discomforts. So it is not that a devotee he's serving nicely, he's not even bothering about his health, body. So I will also do like this. It's not an imitation. He is doing such a hard service out of love for Krishna. So we cannot imitate that love for Krishna. We have to try to develop that love for Krishna. So to develop the love for Krishna, we have to have spiritual strength. We have to chant and associate with the devotees of the Lord. So, for example, a book distributor is going out and distributing a lot of books, sets, and one cannot imitate this. So one cannot observe what he is speaking, how he is speaking, and I speak in the same way, and I'll be able to give a lot of books. It's not like this. So he is distributing books to push the mission of Srila Prabhupada, to help the conditioned souls. He is doing it in that mood. So we cannot imitate this. So we have to develop the spiritual strength to live this verse. So there is a real-time example that we were serving with a devotee, and at once he was asked to change his service. Maybe we can say to step down. But he was not ready to do that, and he was attached, and he was telling many excuses, not ready to do that. And after some time he left also. So at that time I was thinking that I should not repeat the same mistake. But the same situation came, but I was not able to restrain myself. I was not able to restrict. So I did the same thing. So it is not that by mental adjustment I will not do this. It's not like this. It is by spiritual strength we can live this verse. We can tolerate, and we can tolerate the discomforts and all this. It's not by imitation. So if someone is not cooperating to authorities, or if someone is rebellious, then we can understand there is a lack of Krishna consciousness. So if someone is practicing Krishna consciousness sincerely, then he will not behave like this. So even if we think, we will not do this, we will not do this mistake, if we are not practicing sincerely, it's not possible. It is impossible. So it is, we can say, intellectually we are convinced, intellectually we know the philosophy, we know what is right, what is wrong, but if we don't practice sincerely, if we don't practice Krishna consciousness, then we will not be able to live this verse. We will not be able to tolerate, we will not be able to move forward in bhakti. So in the purport it is mentioned that Srila Sridhara Swami explains in his commentary that just as a legitimate son has to simply remain alive to gain an inheritance from his father, one who simply remains alive in Krishna consciousness, following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, automatically becomes eligible to receive the mercy of the personality of Godhead. In other words, he will be promoted to the kingdom of God. So here, one very important words is to alive in Krishna consciousness, to be alive in Krishna consciousness. Alive in Krishna consciousness means, it is mentioned, following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. So regulative principles means there are some do's and don'ts. We have to chant without offenses and follow the regulative principles. So without doing this, we cannot live this verse. It is not by mental adjustment. So recently, a few months back, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, he gave a talk in Bangalore titled How to Be Steady and Survive in Krishna Consciousness. So more than study, the survival part is very important. He was mentioning very clearly what are the possibilities of falling from Krishna consciousness. So how to be stable, how to be steady, he mentioned this. So we have to be alive in Krishna consciousness means we have to practice and we have to be in the association of devotees even though we have some discomfort. So that is tolerance, that is humility. So I heard from a devotee that if we see in our kitchen, we have a mortar, grinder. So once they were making chutney, they were grinding coconut. And he was not conscious of what he's doing. He's grinding, how it is getting crushed in between the stones. He was not conscious. He was just grinding and he was talking to some other devotees. So after some time, the chutney is ready. So even though we have discomfort, even though we have, we can say suffering, we have to tolerate and move forward in bhakti. So after some time, we will feel the purification. So we will be able to realize, because bhakti is self-evident. Self-evident means, for example, if someone is hungry, nobody has to say that you are hungry. We feel that we are hungry. And after taking prasadam, we feel that our hunger is satisfied. So in that way, when we practice bhakti sincerely, we will be able to feel the purification. So for that, we have to be alive in Krishna consciousness. We have to be in the association of devotees and we have to tolerate. So every day, when we wake up, we offer pranam to Guru and we say that please engage me in your service. And throughout the day we engage in service, and at the end of the day again we offer pranam and thank you for engaging me in service. So day by day we continue like this, morning, afternoon, evening, and we offer pranam and we thank for the service of the Lord. And day by day, if we push like this, then one day we will be able to inherit the lotus feet of the Lord. So this is the process. So this is actual humility. So this is how we cut down our pride, and this is how we develop humility. So otherwise, generally devotees, they offer pranam, and even when we come to temple, we offer pranam to Prabhupada, we offer pranam to deities. This is a physical representation of humility. So this we can say as step one. This is good, this we can appreciate. But if we want to grow in Krishna consciousness, if we want to advance in bhakti, then we have to move forward. We have to accept the inconveniences, accept the discomforts. Then when we move forward, then we will be able to get darshan of Krishna. So in one sense it is good, the physical representation is also good. So to grow more, we have to come to the next step. So once Ratik Shekhar Prabhu gave a class, very rare to hear. So he said, whenever devotees see me, he says, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Then he said, what do you do with your Hare Krishna? You come and do something in the kitchen. So when we go do something there in the kitchen, it's not easy. It's so much heat and smoke, and sometimes we step on the coal, it's burning. It's not easy, it's very difficult. So when we take up that, and when we tolerate all this, and when we serve Krishna with that conviction, then we will be able to advance in bhakti. But it's not to discourage, even if someone is offering pranam, and that is good, we can appreciate, but we should try to come up, should try to grow in Krishna consciousness. So it is, we can say, in bhakti, it is not what we say, it's what we do. We have to do something for Krishna. Prabhupada says one example, very famous example, everyone would have heard. A newly married couple, husband, wife, and husband goes for work and he comes at night and wife says that, I love you. Repeatedly she's saying, I love you, I love you. Husband is asking, is there something to eat? No, there is nothing to eat, but I love you. So this is not actually love. So then husband says, please don't love me, but cook something for me. So this is how we show love for Krishna. This is how we show love for Prabhupada, by engaging in the service, by helping to push forward the movement. So it is not external. It's not what we do externally. We have to try to purify our consciousness. That's why it is Krishna consciousness. It's a movement to purify our consciousness. So even, for example, if we see some simple activities, when devotees say to clean something, we clean nicely and it is perfect, it is very clean. But still, devotees, they may not appreciate, oh, you did very nice job, did nicely. still they find some fault. This is not good, this is not good. So the point is, bhakti is not external. Externally what we do, I cleaned it very nicely, that is not important. To crush our false ego, to crush our pride, to make us humble, they find some fault. So we have to take that for our purification. In one of the lecture, I think initiation into Radha Bhav. So there Maharaj was mentioning that Prabhupada instructed that even though a disciple didn't do any mistake, still Guru should scold the disciple to make them humble, to purify their consciousness. So that is important. So bhakti is not external. Externally what we do, that is not important. It is our consciousness, in what mood we are doing the service, that is important. So whatever Krishna arranges the situation, wherever Krishna puts us, so we have to take that discomfort for our purification. But Krishna does not send anything to break us. So Krishna knows what is our level, what we can take, what we cannot take. So according to that, Krishna will put us in a particular situation. So we have to take that situation as Krishna's mercy. It's like a Krishna's test. So we have to appear for the test first. Now, even if we don't even appear for the test, then it's not possible. Even if we appear for the test, even if we fail the test, even in that case, Krishna will help. We will get some grace mark at least. But if we don't even appear the test, then it's very difficult even for Krishna to help. So we have to take the situation and go through the situation. So then we will be able to inherit the lotus feet of the Lord. So then we can walk on the path, Mukti Pade. So we get test according to our level. We won't get test like, Prahlad Maharaj, he was pushed into fire, and we won't get test like that. We may get little discomfort and little scolding from devotees. This we can tolerate for our advancement in Krishna consciousness. So ultimately, it's Krishna's mercy. Krishna sees us, what is our mood when we engage in service. So then Krishna decides. So it is up to Krishna's decision. So it is said, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo Na Medhaya Na Bahuna Shutena Yam Evaisha Vrinute Tena Labhyas Tasyeisha Atma Vivrunute Tanum Swam. The Supreme Lord is not obtained by expert explanations, by vast intelligence, nor even by much hearing. He is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. To such a person, he manifests his own form. So it is ultimately whom Krishna chooses. So how Krishna chooses someone? It is not like someone is doing his sadhana properly and following everything. That is good. But still, it depends on what we are doing for Krishna, what we are doing for the movement of Prabhupada. So by seeing that, Krishna chooses. It is, he himself chooses whom he should take back to him. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that you don't try to see Krishna and you behave in such a way that Krishna sees you. So by engaging in service, by tolerating and moving forward, Krishna could see us. So that is the way to go back to Krishna. It is not by our endeavor. Of course, our endeavor is also there, but by seeing our endeavor, Krishna will choose. So he chooses. So devotees should be humbly take whatever situation Krishna puts us, and not bothering about the material situations and external situations. And when we engage in the service, then we get mercy of Krishna. Sometimes we see devotees, they are in a very kind of tension, pressure, not for themselves to push the movement, but still they can sit and chant peacefully for hours. But a person who is not engaged in service, he is not pushing, he may not be able to sit and chant peacefully. So it is what we do for Krishna, how we engage in the service, in what mood we engage in the service. So that is important. So to engage in the service, to move forward, as we said before, we need spiritual strength. So chanting the holy name of the Lord, so that is Uddharaka. So that is the holy name is the one is going to elevate us. So whatever service we do, that is Upakaraka, that is helping. So how sincerely we chant without offenses, and how sincerely we take the situations as Krishna's mercy, so then we can advance in Krishna consciousness. So here in this verse we see Krishna is defeating the false pride of Indra, and is educating the conditioned souls also. So by taking lessons from these pastimes, we should try to advance in bhakti. Yeah. So Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments? Yeah. Yes. Mm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. As you said rightly, this external should not be neglected. Yeah, that is kind of step one. So then we have to try to advance from there. So to come to the steps two, we have to come to the step one first. So we have to. It's not that we should neglect the externals. So externals is important to come to the next level. So if someone is not doing the externals itself, not doing the first step only, then it's very difficult for him to come to the next step. So the cleanliness starts from the external. So externally, if we are clean, then only we can clean the internals. So it's a misunderstanding. If someone is saying that it's external, it's not required, it's not important, so that is not proper. So external is also important to. So any other questions? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.